welcome back to my channel, Creative Hands by Shay. Today I will be sharing with you how to create this beautiful 12-month-old baby dress. So I have two different type of stitching here. I have the fan stitch coming down here, and I have the double crochet coming down here. I also have a double crochet here at the top, and I have two strops. I will show you the back of the dress. So this is the back, so you can see that it has an opening here, and I have Velcro straps on there. So these ones are like the paste on one, so the one that you can just tack on like this, and you can just go like that there to seal that part up. So I have my straps here. You can also make an X in the back with the buttons here, or you can also just leave it this way, so it can be worn two separate ways. It is very quick and easy to make. The yarn that I use is the Bernat, and it is 100% cotton. This is the one that I actually use, and this is what I have left back. It has 524 meters on there, so that's actually 573 yards. So this is what is left back from what I use for this part of the dress. And I technically use the white as well, which I just use a small portion. So for the one that I will be showing you how to make it, I will be using acrylic yarn. So I will be using this Red Heart brand here, and this one is also a size 4 as the one that I used previously, and this one feels really good. I have some leftover yarn, size 4 as well, which is the same brand, and this is what I'm going to use for the top. So the materials that you need also is your button. You will need your scissors, you will need your yarn needle, and you will also need your hook. So I'm using a 4.5mm crochet hook. The recommended hook for this yarn is actually 5.0mm. So let's jump in the video, guys. So we're gonna begin by making the top of the dress. So we're doing it like upside down. So you're going to make a slip knot. So insert your hook, wrap it around, pull up a loop, and pull through. Now that you have that on your hook, pull down on your hook. Make sure that the hook is sliding through the knot. And then you're going to chain 18. So now I have my 18 here. I am going to turn to the back, and where you're seeing those bumps like ridges, that's where we're going to work. So you're going to skip this stitch here. So the first stitch that is on the hook, and you're going to go in the second one here, and we're going to do single crochet. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, and pull through. Now that you pull through there, you're going to do that on the next one as well. So you're going to continue making that. You should have a total of 17 single crochet at the end of this round here. So continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end. So now I am finished making my 17 single crochet. You're going to chain up 2, 1, 2, and turn your work. So this chain 2 does not count as a double crochet. That's what we will be doing now. So we will be doing double crochet going forward. So yarn over, insert into the first stitch here, and pull up your loop and pull through. Now that we have our 1 there, you're going to chain 1 as our chain 1 space there, and you're going to go in the next one beside that, and you're going to make your second double crochet. So now that I have my second double crochet there, I will now skip one. So from now on, you will skip one and then you work in the next one. So chain one, yarn over, skip this one and go in the next one, chain one, skip this one and go in the next one. So you will be skipping one and going into the next stitch, and make sure that you chain your one here so that you have this divided part here. So instead of in clusters, they're apart. So continue doing that and I'll see you at the end. So now that I got to the end of my rows here, so now we only have one stitch left. So you're just gonna chain one, yarn over, and work in that last stitch there. There, so row one, sorry, is now completed. Now you're gonna chain two, 1, 2, turn your work. And what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna work one double crochet in each stitches right across. So yarn over, and in this first stitch here, you can turn over the top to see that stitch. In that first stitch, you're gonna make your first double crochet. And then you're gonna make one double crochet in each of the spaces. So that's 2. And then you're gonna go in the one on top here. That's 3. And in the next space. So you're gonna continue doing that right along until you get to the end, and I'll see you there. So now I have finished row 3, and you're gonna chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work. And then what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna do some increases. So we're gonna put 2 double crochet in that first stitch right here. So that first stitch, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up your loop, pull through 2, pull through the next 2, yarn over in the same stitch, and make your next double crochet. Continue doing that until you reach to the end. When you reach to the last stitch, you're gonna put 2 double crochet in there. So I'm just gonna show you here. Continue doing that. So I'll see you at the end of row 4. So now I have come to the end of row 4, and this is what it looks like. You can notice that the side is going out like this. So we're moving on to row 5. So chain your 2, turn your work, and for row 5 we won't be doing any increases, so we'll just do 1 double crochet in each stitch. So that's my 1 and 2. Continue doing that until you reach to the end, and I'll show you what to do next. So now I have reached to the end of row 5, and this is what it looks like. And we're gonna go on to row 6. So make your 2, turn your work, and now we're gonna start doing increase again. So yarn over, and in that same stitch, you're gonna put 2 double crochets. And then in the remaining stitches, you're gonna put 1 double crochet in those stitches. Once you get to the end, you will put 2 sets of double crochet in that same stitch, in the last stitch of this row. So I'll see you at the end. So moving on to row 7, now I have completed row 6, and you see that I have my 2 double crochet here in 1 stitch, in the last stitch here. So chain 2, turn your work, and we're gonna basically just repeat what we did in row 6. We're gonna make 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and when you get to the last part of this row, row 7, you're going to put 2 double crochet in this stitch here. So after this 2 double crochet, you're going to do 1 double crochet in each stitches. Once you get to the end, you will put 2 double crochet in that last stitch, and then I will meet you there. So now I have come to the end of row 7 here, and you're going to chain 1 and fasten off this part here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to chain 24. So just regular, you're going to make your slip knot and make 24 chains. So continue doing that, and I'll see you once I am at my 24. So now we're going to make the waistband part for the dress. So I chain my 24, and you're going to yarn over, insert your hook in this first stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through the next 2. So that's our first double crochet there. Yarn over again, go in that same stitch, and you're going to make another double crochet, and then continue making double crochets along in these stitches, and I will see you at the end, and I will show you what to do on the other side. There. So now I have come to the end here, and I'm going to put 2 double crochet here. And then I am going to chain 24 chains here. So do your 24, and I'll see you at the end. So now I have reached to my 24 stitch, and we're going to turn over the back part here of our work, and you're going to skip 3 stitches. So this first one here that is on the hook, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th one here, you're going to make your double crochet, and you're going to continue making double crochet right across until you get to the next side of the waistband, and you're going to be doing double crochet right along there. And after we do that, I will show you what to do next. So now I have finished this side here, and I'm moving on to the other side here. And remember, we are working in the back ridges of the stitches here. So yarn over and spin over the back here and insert your hook in that first stitch. So I am gonna have to use a needle to help me out here. Okay, so if you're having the same issue, you can also use a needle to pull up that loop in the back. It can tend to be a little bit difficult working in the back loop here. So continue doing that, and I will see you at the end. So now I reached to my last loop here. I'm making my last double crochet. I'm just going to chain 2 and turn. And now you're going to put 1 double crochet in every stitch right across. So 1 in this first one here, and continue doing that right across to the end of this part here. So I will see you at the end, and I'll show you what to do next. So now I have come to the end of my waistband here, and what I'm going to do is I am going to join my next color yarn, because we will be making the bottom part of the dress. So you're gonna put your yarn onto the hook like this and pull through. You're gonna cut this one off, so we don't need that one anymore. And what I normally do is to just give it a tie so that it is well secured. And then you're gonna chain 2, 1, 2, and then you're gonna turn your work. And what you can do is you can actually put this one here, and you can weave along this part. You can leave this one out, and you can weave in the color that you just changed to. So now, hope you see that I just did. So I am weaving this part in. So I chain my 2, and you're going to yarn over in that first stitch. You're going to make your first double crochet. So you'll be making 7 double crochet right along until you reach your 7. I will be right with you. So there's my double crochets. So now I have reached to my 7, and in the next stitch here I will be making my shell. So insert your hook, and you are going to make 3 double crochet in the same stitch. So that's 3, and then you're going to chain 1, yarn over in the same stitch. You are going to make another set of 3 double crochets. And that create a shell right there. So I hope you can see that. So now I have made my shell here, and you're going to count 11 stitches, and here you're going to do 11 double crochet. So the sequence for this row is 11 double crochet, and after you finish your 11 double crochet, you will make a shell. So each time you count 11, then you make a shell. So I will make my 11 here, and then I will meet up back with you. So now I have my 11 double crochet. In the next stitch, I am going to put my shell here. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that's in the same stitch. Then you're going to chain 1, and in that same stitch you're going to make 3 more double crochet to complete your shell. 2 and 3. So there's your shell there, and then you're going to count 11 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's where you're going to stop to make your double crochets. So 1, 2. So continue doing that, and I'll see you there. So now I have my 11 double crochet. In my next stitch here, I am going to put my shell. So that's 2 in the same stitch, 3 in the same stitch, chain 1, and make another set of 3 double crochets. So that's 2 and 3. And then you're going to count 11 again. So make 11 double crochet along each stitches. Once you get to your 11, then you will make a shell. So continue doing that until you get to here, and then I'll meet you up here. So now I am almost at the end, and I have my 11 double crochet here, and I'm going to put my next shell here. So you should have a total of 8 stitches remaining here. And once we put our shell here, we are going to work double crochet in the remaining 8 stitches. So that's my 3. So you should have a total of 6 shells on this dress here. 2 and 3. So that completes my last shell here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now I'm going to do my double crochet to complete this row here. So continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end. So now I am at the end of my row here, and I am going to chain 2, 1, 2. Then I'm going to turn my work, and then I am going to work 8 double crochet. So 1, 2, 'So now that I work my 8 double crochet here, we're gonna work in this here, so in the center of the shell. So yarn over and make 3 clusters of double crochet, chain 1, and back in that same space make another set of 3 double crochet, and that completes our next shell. You're gonna go in the next stitch, so make sure you pull back here, just make sure that you're not crocheting in these stitches here. So the first one that you're going to crochet in is this one here, because these 3 stop here. So yarn over and go into this first one and make your first double crochet, and you're going to continue doing that, repeating the same thing. Once you get to the shell, then you're making your 11 here on top of the 11 chain. Once you get to the end of the 11, then you're going to make your next shell and continue the same thing right around. So I will see you at the end. So now I am at the last shell here, and I'm just going to look for my first double crochet, which is here. And I'm just going to make my last 7 double crochet on this side here. And now I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work. And now this row will be our increase row, which is row 13. So make your, let me just do that over. So make your double crochet on top of the 7 double crochet there. And I'm going to show you where we're going to start our increase. Okay, so we're going to start our increase on top of one of these shell here. So this first stitch that start in the shell, we're going to put 1 double crochet there, and then you're going to make your shell. So 1, 2, 3 clusters, and then chain 1 and make another 3 cluster. Now we finish our shell there. You're going to make 1 double crochet on top. Let me just do that properly. On top here. And then continue making your 11. So the sequence for this round is doing your increases, and you will be doing your increase on top of the first double crochet that start your shell. So make 1 double crochet. Normally you would stop here and then do your double crochet in here, but because you're gonna do the increase, you're gonna do your last one here, and then you do the one on top of this first stitch that makes up the shell here. So continue doing that, and I will see you at the end of this round. So now I am just finishing up the last part here. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is now you're gonna look for the part that you want to be on the right side. So if you want this side to be on the right side, or the next side to be on the right side, what you can do is, I am going to use this side as my right side, and I am going to now join my work here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna insert your hook into this first stitch here and make a slip stitch. Make your slip stitch, chain 1, and into that same chain you're gonna make 1 double crochet. Sorry, you're not going to chain 1. I should say chain 2. Sorry about that. And then make your double crochet. And then you're going to continue making double crochet right around. And for this row, we will not be doing any increases, but we will just be working in each double crochets. So now I reach here, I am going to go in. So you're not going to go in this part here, you're going to stop right on top of this one here. This was our increase in row 13. So now you're going to stop on top of that one, and you're going to go immediate in the shell, and you're going to make your next shell here. So that's 3, and make your next clusters of 3 here. Then just gonna go on top of here. So there it is. So no more increases, and you're going into the top of the one that you did before. So continue doing that until you reach to here, and I'll be back with you at the end. So now I am at the end here, and I have my last stitch to make my double crochet, and then I am going to slip stitch in the top of this chain 2 space here. And then I'm going to chain 2, and then in the stitch beside the chain 2 space there, I am going to make my first double crochet. So for this row 15, we are going to do an increase. So just as we did before, where we did 1 increase on the first double crochet that makes up the shell, we will be doing the same thing again. So now that I complete this one here, so this is our stitch in the center. So 1, 2, and this one here that you're seeing here, this is actually for this double crochet here. So this stitch comes with this double crochet. So we're going to put 1 double crochet in that space there, and then we're going to make our shell. So that's 3, chain 1, and that completes our shell here. And then you are going to go in this first one here, and then continue doing double crochet. So all we're doing is repeating what we did before, making 1 double crochet in the first stitch that makes up the shell, or the first double crochet that makes up the shell. So we're increasing for row 15. So continue doing that, and I will meet you at the end of this round here. Please feel free to rewind the video, so if you miss something, you can go back and check to see directly what I did. So I'm just going to show you here again, since I'm here. I'm going to go in this one here, and then I am going to go in my shell and make my shell here. So I'll see you at the end. So now I have come to the end of my row here, and I'm just gonna go and slip stitch in my chain 2 stitch here, chain 2, and then double crochet in the next stitch beside that. And we're just going to continue to make our rows. So for the last row there that we just did, we did an increase, so now we're not going to do an increase. So to finish the bottom part of the dress, you will do none increase, then increase, none increase, then increase. So we're gonna do that up to a total of 25 rows, counting from here to the end. So you have to count here to get your 25. Once you reach 25, then I will see you at the end of my rows. So as I stated before, now we're going to go to the non-increase row. After the non-increase row, then we're going to move on to increase row. So you can mark each time you go to a non-increase, then increase. You can mark that down so that you know where you are at in making the bottom part of the dress here. So continue doing the same thing. It's very straightforward, and you should be able to finish your dress in a jiffy. So continue doing the same, and I will see you at the end of the bottom part of the dress here, and then we will move on to making the straps for the top. So guys, I have now completed the bottom part of the dress. So I went ahead and I put one more row in just for it to measure 15 inches long. The one that I made before was actually 14 inches long, so I can do the measurement so you can see that. So you have to measure to the point, so you can measure from this point here. So you can see that's 15 inches from here to here. So that's 15 inches long. And what I'm gonna do now, I am going to fasten off here. But if you want this dress to be longer, you can actually add more rows to the dress. So let me just get my hook, and I'll just fasten this part off. So I'm just gonna insert my hook here and make a slip stitch. I'm gonna cut this part off. I'm gonna chain one and just pull that through. So now that is completed, I'll just weave the tail in afterwards. So you can see the little opening here. So what I did was I decided that I will use the hook and eye here. So this is what I will be using on this part of the dress. And I also went ahead and I made one of the straps. So this is the front of the dress, and this is the strap here. So I'll just show you how I made the strap. So what I did was to chain 31. So I'm going to chain 31, and I'll be right back with you once I'm finished my 31 chains. So I went ahead and I changed my hook. I totally forgot that I did change a hook when I was making this one. So I am using the 3.5mm crochet hook. So I pulled out the first one that I was doing before, and I changed to my 3.5. So now what you're going to do is, I have my 31 chains here, and you're going to work in the 4th chain from the hook here. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, and then in this 4th one here, you're going to make your first double crochet. So I am doing that for a buttonhole, and then you're going to continue working in the back ridges along. So continue doing that, and I will see you at the end, and I'll show you how to attach it onto the dress. So now I have finished making my strap here, and you can see my little buttonhole here that I made. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna insert your hook. So count 3 stitches from here. So 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna insert your hook in the third one here. And then you're gonna pull that through and pull it through like that. After you do that, you are going to make a slip stitch. So insert your hook. Okay, I am not doing this correctly. I think I'm supposed to have this part in the back here. Yeah, so make your slip stitch. So that's my second one, and then the third one here. And then once you have done that, you are going to attach this part on. So insert your hook. Insert your hook here, right in the corner, and make a slip stitch through there. And there it is. So now it is fastened. And then you can cut the excess off. And that is how you fasten the strap, so you can see. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to weave in my tail. So I am going to go inside here. Just gonna go back through. So basically when you're weaving in your tail, it's just to make sure that your yarn is not showing. So you can weave it in anywhere you want to put the needle. So continue doing your weaving and I will be back with you. So now that I am done weaving in my tail, this is how it looks. And now I am going to put the button on. So what you're going to do is you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you're going to put your button, your first button here. So I'm just going to show you how to install the button. It's very easy. I have my needle and my thread here on. So you're just going to go in and out. It's not hard sewing on a button. It's very easy and quick. Just gonna go in and out, in and out. So now that my button is now installed, I'm just gonna tie the back here. You can give it 2 ties. And then cut that part off. And there is your button, and you can just put your strap over your button just like that, and there it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and install the next button. So I'm just going to do it in X style here. So I'll be right back with you. So guys, I decided that I will use an hook and eye to sew onto the dress. So there it is. So I will be installing them on the top here so that the dress is secured. So I'm just gonna do this part first. So I'm just gonna go right in the extreme top, and I am gonna go like this, and basically going in and out just to put everything together. So I'm going to continue doing that, and you can also do that, and I will see you once I am done installing the Okanai. So guys, I have now finished installing my Okanai, and I'm just gonna put it together like that and flip my dress back over. So I'm just going to show you the back first. So there it is. All done, looking all neat and tidy. Look at that. So guys, this is the finished look of the dress here. It is looking very cute. I love the way how it turned out. It is so cute, guys. So guys, if you like this tutorial and you love the way how this dress turned out, please do give it a thumbs up. Also like the video, share the video, comment, tell me what you think. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified each time I post a video. Until next time, guys, bye.